Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. The National Consumer Commission has announced that it will launch an investigation into low-cost carrier FlySafair. The Commission says this follows media and social media reports of the airline allegedly overbooking flights. It says it has contacted the airline to request information to kickstart the investigation. The Consumer Commission says it will assess and review the airline's compliance with the provisions of the Consumer Protection Act of 2008. The Commission says it will prioritise the investigation given the nature of allegations levelled against the airline. It's also urged affected consumers to come forward with information that can assist in their investigation. We're now joined by Managing Director at VOL Air Logistics, Nozipho Mbatha, to reflect on this. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. I mean, FlySafair's in hot water. How common is the practice of overbooking? Because looking throughout the course of the day on how FlySafair has reacted, it appears that this is a practice that's not only unique to this one airline.
Good evening, Paul, and compliments to you and the viewers. This is not only a common practice, it is in the DNA of the business model in the aviation industry, because you have to think about the sensitivity to the price elasticity in terms of offering seats to consumers. The price of the seats, you see the flexibility that the higher the demand, the higher the cost, right? And secondly, you deal with the issue of once the airline take off the ground, you can no longer offer that service. You can't stop along the way and pick up more passengers. So to create a sustainable business model, bearing in mind, as I'm saying, on the price elasticity of demand and the nature of the product offering, you need this. Otherwise, the cost of sustaining profits and business in aviation is going to sit on the consumer. So the regulator really needs to approach this in cognizance of the intention of their existence, that whatever they do, it mustn't look at it only in terms of let's hold the airline accountable. I trust that they will also look into the effect, the negative impact this might have on the consumers that are flying in terms of accessibility of flying. So yeah, it's not just a norm. It's in the DNA of the industry, and it's done all over the world.
Yeah, because the airline is saying that it's willing to cooperate in this investigation, but has really emphasized that it wants the Consumer Commission to investigate the practice, the wider practice of overbooking. As you say, it's within the DNA of the aviation industry, but we're looking at a complaint here by a passenger who was inconvenienced and wanting somebody to be held accountable. What approach will the Consumer Commission need to take in that regard? Because we're also talking here about the consumer's interests.
Yeah. So while this is an industry practice, the commission still has a responsibility to address the complaint as a complaint. So it is not the right thing for FlySafair to say, then investigate the industry. No, there is a particular issue that was reported. And just because we are saying this is a standard practice, we are not saying this isolated incident it met all the industry norms, right? So the regulator, its responsibility is the consumer. So it must take the complaint as is, and in isolation investigate that. You don't. It's like me saying, I'm accused of murder. Then I'm like, wait, there are other murderers. No, so let's all be investigated. You can't do that. So if there is an issue that's brought before the regulator, they have to investigate it as an isolated incident. It is through that investigation and the findings thereof that they can make a determination to say, listen, I think we need to look into the industry. So this issue
Okay, we appear to have lost our guest there, VOL Air Logistics, Nozipho Mbatha. They're giving us a sense of the impact of FlySafair's actions here and the common practice in the aviation industry of overbooking. Of course, hoping that you managed to get the gist of that conversation.